Okay, so we've made a decision. It's a bit of a bizarre decision from a backpacking point of view, but we've changed our plans around a little bit at very short notice. At the end of the last video I mentioned we were in Laos. We were in Laos, we were only there for 2 days. The idea was that we were going to be travelling around Laos for about 2 weeks, but we just made the decision that we were looking forward to Vietnam so much that we have decided to put all our time and money that we would have spent in Laos for the 2 weeks into paying for a visa that lets us stay in Vietnam for twice as much time than we would have done, because we know that we've got so much we want to do in Vietnam. Like, we wanted to be in Vietnam for my birthday. It was Annabelle's idea. Annabelle said, why don't we just go to Vietnam? We'll spend your birthday in Vietnam. We weren't feeling Laos. We might be wrong, Laos could have been fantastic if we'd have gone to the other areas, but right now we have landed in Vietnam. We've just got into our hotel. Annabelle surprised me with a nice little touch from the hotel. We just got into the hotel room and I was greeted to this nice little happy birthday on the bed. So yeah, the next lot of vlogs are going to be coming from Vietnam. So we're in Hanoi. We've stopped off at this nice little place for, well, it's brunch, isn't it? What time is it?
11:30.
So it's about 11:30. We're waiting for our brunch to come. We've just ordered coffee because Vietnamese coffee is quite famously the strongest coffee. We even read somewhere that it gives heart palpitations. So we thought we'd try it.
By the way, it's this guy's 30th birthday today.
We'll cut out the 30 bit. It's my birthday. I'm a bit older. That's all. Not. Save money on hotel rooms because we won't need to sleep for 7 days. Hanoi is crazy. I thought Bangkok was... No, thank you. I thought Bangkok was crazy, but this is the busiest I've seen so far. This lady just wandered up and wanted a photo with Annabelle. This is tending to happen quite a lot in Southeast Asia. So, we're not entirely sure, but we think the reason that everybody wants a photo with Annabelle, well...
Oh, it's just because I'm beautiful.
Annabelle feels like a celebrity. Off camera just now she was like, I really like it. I really quite like it. We think that it's sort of Vietnamese girls and I don't know if it's Chinese girls that love the kind of really pale skin with the fact that she got such light coloured hair. They love having a photo with her. We're not too sure what's happening. It looks like there's a box of what I can only imagine are birds. And there's 2 ladies doing a prayer in front of the birds. Annabelle thinks they're about to set the birds free. I'm not so sure myself. So we've picked a pretty cool restaurant with a view. Not your normal view. The view of the crazy streets of Hanoi. It's just amazing watching how people do it, how the locals walk through the traffic. They just saunter through the busy traffic. When we do it, we just get all panicky and run and skip and have fear in our faces. I've even seen the people laughing at us as they're driving past. Whereas the locals just walk through as if they're the main people on the road. The bikes are the inconvenience, they have to move for the people walking. Oh my god, so the best things just happened. So, because we booked a trip to go to Halong Bay tomorrow, me and Annabelle were sitting in the hotel room, been out all day. We're sitting in the hotel room and Annabelle's like, right, I just need to nip downstairs because I need to pay the deposit for the trip. And I thought nothing of it. She comes back up, she comes into the room and there's another knock on the door instantly. And one of the ladies from the hotel comes in and surprises me with with this amazing cake. Annabelle turned all the lights off. I was like, what's happening? She turned all the lights off. The lady brought it in and it had this like little, it was almost like a flare. It wasn't just a candle. It was like looked like a Bunsen burner on the top of the cake. And then she was like, oh, and she ran back out of the room. She ran back in. She was like, I brought you some fruit as well. This is for you. And then ran back out, ran back in, and was like, here's some beers. I was like, it was such a nice thing. And then, because I thought Annabelle had paid for all this as a surprise, but she'd told the hotel in advance that it was my birthday. Annabelle just said this wasn't her that bought it. The hotel paid for all of this for me. So nice.
So nice.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
So next up is the Sky Bar. We've got a table reserved at one of the Sky Bars in Hanoi. We were supposed to do this back in Bangkok on our first night of travelling. We never got around to it. So 2 countries later, and we're finally going to go do one of the Sky Bars. Should be good fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. Cocktail?
Wine? Should we have wine?
Ooh, wine.
Don't get much wine in Southeast Asia.
Sadly.
We're going up there. We've been walking through Hanoi for 30 minutes trying to find this place. It's big enough, but so is Hanoi. This is really nice. So the sky's a bit grey, but the view is just quite outstanding from here. We've got this really nice little tall table to sit on. There's not many people here either, so we've pretty much got this to ourselves by a couple of other families. This is incredible. You can see the whole of Hanoi from up here. It's the small little touches that make the difference. Just ordered our little cocktails and they gave us some little nibbles for free. It's suddenly starting to not matter too much that it's a bit grey outside. All the lights are starting to come on across Hanoi. It's getting darker. It just looks amazing. So this is what they call beer corner. It's all a bit bizarre. People just sit on these little stools that just out on the street there, and it's all pretty much illegal. You're not allowed to sit and drink in the street technically, and the police just come down. If ever the police come down, everybody has to rush in. It's all a bit crazy. The people that run the restaurants run out into the street, but the streets go on for miles. But everybody in the streets kind of do a bit of a warning sign when the police are coming down, and this happens maybe a few times an hour. And as quick as a flash, everybody has to run, jump up out of their seat, grab their chairs, run into the restaurant, sit in the restaurant as if nothing's happened. The police know what's going on, but it's all a bit of a bizarre thing. They know that if they catch anybody, then they might be able to get a little bit of money. The police work on commission here. It's all a bit strange. So we're sitting here. We've decided to sit in the restaurant because we're going to be eating. We would sit outside if we were just drinking, but this is pretty cool. We're cooking our own seafood platter at the moment. Look at this. It looks so nice. I'm slightly worried. Annabelle's just been taken to the toilet. There isn't a toilet in the restaurant because it is pretty much just a box. The toilet seems to be down a back alley, like miles away, so one of the staff from the restaurant's just taken her there. So I'm just waiting for her to come back. It's all a bit strange. It's all part of the travel experience to see these really strange, surreal things. By the way, I haven't mentioned what the best thing about Beer Corner is. I'm drinking what is probably about, it's like half a pint. This is what they call Beer Hoi. It tastes amazing. It's 5,000 dong, and if you can't be bothered to Google that, it works out at about 17 pence. It's 17 pence for a beer here. Annabelle prefers, because she's a bit more high class, she's spending 20,000 dong, which works out at about 70 pence. So yeah, she's costing us a fortune at the moment. Because the currency here works in like 10,000s, we're basically millionaires here. We just drew 2 million out at the bank, so yeah, we're walking around pretty flashy. I was just telling the vlog that you're costing us a fortune because you're getting the 70p beers.
Oh yeah, sorry.
How was the toilet?
She just left me.
Back alley?
Yeah. Someone was watching telly next to me. So you walk down a back alley, you walk past somebody's family watching telly, and then you just use their toilet, and then the one leaves you and you find your own way back.
Just in somebody's house?
Yeah.